So we've got our I/O ladder open, and we can go ahead and close those. And let's get into our HOA function blocks. And I'm also going to open our I/O function blocks because we know we're going to be working in there as well. So the first thing we want to do, let's come over here to BitLogic and let's pull over a positive trigger. We know we're going to want that because we're working with buttons, right? And after our positive trigger, we're going to want to move a value. So let's come over here to move, and let's pull in a move and attach it right there to that trigger. So what is our positive trigger looking for? Well, the first thing was our oil pump VFD energized bit. So oil pump VFD, and we're looking for that to be in the off position first. So that's going to be if it's off, then we're going to move a value of 0, and we're going to move that to our oil pump VFD HOA. All right? And for that trigger, we're going to need a one-shot storage bit somewhere. So I'm just going to create OS1, and you're saying, wait, you already used that tag. I used that tag, but it's in another program file, and it's not visible anywhere else. So I can use that same thing as a local static in every single one of these blocks if I want to. That's not a problem. It's only a problem once I turn it global. Then you can't use that from anywhere else. Okay, but we've got this, and I need to modify this because remember, we have one more condition under which we want to move that 0 over there. If we're out of range, we also want to move that 0 into the HOA int. But before I do that, I'm just going to copy all of this and create 2 more because I want to use this same structure for hand and auto as well. So now let's go back here to this energize, and let's use an OR logic. So I'm going to come over here and drop that OR in there. So that push button will trigger us, and that could do a move, or there's something else that can trigger a move, and that is, let's come over here to our compare functions, and we're going to use an out of range block right here. Or if, copy that, our oil pump is outside of the range of 0 and 2. All right? So in that case, we're also going to move that 0 over. Makes sense, right? Other than that, we need our hand and auto buttons. So oil pump, we want hand, and oil pump auto. And those are going to be moving values of 1 and 2. Okay, just like that, we've got one of these guys all set up. So I'm going to come up here to network 1, Control C, and then I'm going to Control V 1, 2, 3 different times. And let's come down here to network 2, and we're going to just rewrite this one around our break. So we want the break off push button, and down here we want, whoops, I don't know what I clicked into. Here we want the break hand push button, and down here we want the break auto push button. And we're setting the break HOA. I can copy that, paste it, and I need to paste it right here as well. And oh, look at that, I messed something up there. So that's our break off push button. Okay, and we need new tags here. So we used, actually look at that, we kind of got sloppy. We've got OS1 there, but we need for this to be OS2, this to be OS3, coming down here, OS4, OS5, OS6, network 3, OS7, OS8, OS 9, and all the way down to the last one, OS 10, OS 11, and OS 12. So let's come up here. We've got our OS 1, right click define tag, and that's local static bool. And you know what? We can just come up here. We've got our OS 1, OS 2. You know, for whatever reason, it's not giving us the option to add more in there. That's kind of really weird, right? Insert row. Okay, there's add new. So OS 3, and that's the strangest thing. It's not giving us the option to add new rows like it's doing on the other ones. Okay, we'll have to do it the hard way then for whatever reason. So we want local static bool. Come down here. Same thing. Gonna make us do it the hard way. I don't know why. It's another wonderful TIA portal surprise for the day. Local static, good. Define it the hard way. Local static, okay. Handful more of these, but that's okay. We've got nothing better to do with our lives than watch me define a bunch of tags. Good thing nobody watching this is married, nobody has a job, nobody has to go to school. You can just sit here and watch me define tags all day long. I hope you've fast forwarded by now. I hope you're not really sitting here watching all this. If you are, man, your life is boring. You've really got to get a new pastime, maybe take up a hobby. Okay, so we've got all those one-shots defined. Where were we? Our oil pump is all set up. We were setting up our brake. Our brake is set up. So we need to come down here and work on our alarm horn. So alarm horn off push button. Down here, our alarm pump hand push button. Did I say alarm pump? I meant to say alarm horn. That was stupid. And our alarm horn auto push button. This should be our alarm horn HOA, which we want to copy and paste, not there, but here, and here, and here. And last one is our station interlock. So we want station interlock off push button, station interlock hand, station interlock auto, and here we want our station interlock HOA. Quit jumping around on me. I want to copy that, paste it, paste it, paste it, and there we go. I've got our HOAs set up in function block. Now we just need to come over here to our IO and do the same things. So remember, we had set these trues, right? Well, we can wipe out those trues now because now we're actually going to put some real logic in here. We just wanted this program to be able to compile before. So let's come over here to bit logic, and we're going to want an AND. And once we've got that AND, we're looking for two things. So the first thing we're looking for is a comparator. We'll put that on the top condition. And on the bottom, we're looking for two things to be true. So we're going to take another AND and bring that down here. All right? So the first thing we're looking for is we're looking for our oil pump HOA to be equal to 1, because that means it's in hand mode. And then the second thing we're looking for is this is going to be, we're going to need another comparator, so let's drag that over. And here we're looking for our oil pump HOA to be equal to 2, which means it's in auto mode, and we're looking for our oil pump VFD control. All right, so that's what this thing looks like all finished up. And I'm going to copy that, come down here and paste it, paste it, paste it. So now we've got that big messy structure set up for all 4 of these. And now all I have to do is go through and define everything. So for my brake, I'm looking for my brake HOA, and I can copy that, and I know that needs to be here as well. And here I need my brake control. Okay, that one's done. Let's come down to my alarm horn. I'm looking for my alarm horn HOA. And then I'm looking for my alarm horn control. Last one, I'm looking for my station interlock HOA on these 2 guys, and then my station interlock control. Okay, that's it. Looks a little funky, and it was surprisingly quick once I got the first one done. But unless I made any screwy mistakes in there,